just seeking growth as well.
Hi everyone, this is Leslie. So could you please just introduce yourself first?
All right, so I'm Richard. I am a recent high school graduate from Dalian American International School, and I'll be going off to college after I take a gap year for my freshman year of college. That's pretty much all you need to know about me. I'm kind of an interesting person, I would say, and I do also love playing sports. I play both basketball and soccer, and I also do a little bit of academic debate. It's pretty much my character.
Yeah, so could you tell us about some highlight moments of your high school?
Okay, highlight moments of my high school career, I would definitely say one of them was definitely the soccer tournament that our school went to last year actually. So our team did pretty bad. That was one of the highlights. There were a total of 6 total teams in the tournament from across China, and we finished 5th out of 6th place. So even though we're not the worst, we're one of the worst. But that was all good because I feel like we really grew together as a team, and we learned a lot from our experience.
Right.
Namely being that we weren't very good at soccer, and number 2 being that there were better teams than us out there as well. But I felt like I grew a lot with my teammates, a lot with my classmates as well, and the best thing about it was how our coach cried for his last game because he was leaving us at the end of the year.
Right.
And I don't know if I told you this before, but so basically before the last game of the preliminary tournament, so it's kind of like a playoff bracket where basically if you get a total number of wins, you could basically advance.
Yeah.
So before that last game, if we won by 1-0, we could have gone into the playoffs and competed for the championship. But we actually lost that game 5-1 against the eventual champions. So I don't know if the coach cried because he was sad that he was leaving or because that we lost so badly. So yeah, but the coach was a cool guy, so I like that. That was a cool experience. So aside from that soccer tournament, let's see, and definitely just the people that you get to interact with throughout high school and just across our various tournaments, competitions, or just day-to-day life. I feel like that was a really awesome part of what I was able to experience. And right now, like one of the people is Leslie, obviously, great YouTube channel, great Billy channel too.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Thank you. And is there anything that you are regretful of your high school? Or if you can go back to like 3 or 4 years ago, what would you change?
What would I change? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting question because just in terms of one thing that I did change, I feel like, was being kinder to other people.
What?
Being like nicer to other people. I feel like, I mean, I try to change that. I think I'm a lot nicer than I was in 9th grade. Because when I was in 9th grade, I felt like I had like no processing like power in my mind. Like I would just say whatever I wanted to say to other people. And that wasn't really that great, but I feel like right now I'm a little better at controlling that.
Well, as a Chinese and having several years in Canadian, so what like struggles you have?
Okay, I actually remember this very clearly. So I originally moved to Toronto before I went to Vancouver, so I stayed in Toronto for a year, I feel like, in 1st grade. Definitely a struggle because I feel like my classmates thought that I couldn't read or something, and I actually couldn't read. So it was just like, you know, you always have like reading time in elementary school where like teachers give you a book and you read.
Right.
I was the one who was like just flipping through the book in like 5 seconds because all I could understand were the pictures, none of the words and stuff like that. Whenever I would get home, so we had like this stack of alphabetical cards. So it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you have like an apple, bear, C, like a cat, dog, stuff like that, right? So basically what my mother and father would do every day is they would just like throw all the cards up in the air, and I had to like arrange the alphabet. So like that was like the biggest struggle I had ever had in my academic career. Just trying to figure out like what an A looked like, what a B looked like, and what a C looked like. Trying to like put that all in order, which is like impossible for me back then. So that was definitely like troublesome. What I felt like was really great was, as I'm sure you know, a lot of Chinese people live in Toronto and Vancouver.
Yeah.
So my Chinese friends definitely helped me out a whole lot there. Because whenever I was like just struggling with like putting those alphabetical cards in order, my friend would just call me up and be like, hey, you want to come over and play like this game, like this Chinese game?
Yeah.
It's like,
I know that.
and we just like spend the whole night playing that instead. My mother would like get super pissed, but yeah, that was like really awesome.
Thank you for coming to
that was
this
great.
video. Thank you, and really appreciate we have the chance to have such a conversation, just sharing our stories and to give some encouraging words to all those students. So thank you for coming here, and see you next time.
See you guys.
See you.
Follow her channel.
Yeah.